guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm doing something a little different. I really just want to do my makeup. So I've already done my face makeup and I was like, you know what? I got a new Gemini palette that they sent me. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you should watch my last video where I go over my sale palette purchases. And I talk about getting this one, but I also purchased the Gemini 2 and they do complement each other, and I've been really wanting to do like a grungy, like green eye look. Let me see. I'm gonna try to pick these up without dropping them. And these two palettes do complement each other. So I think I'm gonna work over here and down here and see what kind of eye look I can come up with using probably these top four, these last four here, and then the three down here. I don't know, I'm not saying I'm using every one of them, but anyway, that's what I wanted to do today, was just do an eye look with palettes that I have. And I really want to try to get into just doing that because I have so many palettes and I really just want to just do my makeup. Okay, so if you want to see what kind of a green grungy eye I come up with, then just keep watching. So I'm not necessarily a fan. I mean, a mirror, and it's useful, you know, like if you're on the go or whatever, if you're traveling and you don't have other stuff, but I prefer like a smaller mirror so I can hold it up. So I'm just going to use this mirror in my Cover FX. What are these? Those monochromatic blush duos. I really do enjoy these. I got them on sale at one point in time. So anyway, let's see. I think I'm going to start in, which one is this? The Gemini palette. And I'm going to take this color here on the end. Is that Mochi? I'm just going to use that as my transition shade on both eyes. See, and I'm actually doing a look like normal, like both eyes the same. I don't necessarily need to call that normal, huh? I'm going to put it underneath. So when you guys do your makeup, do you always, you have like a mirror up close and then you have one like, I've got my ooh, that was a little too quick. I have my larger mirror on the table in front of me and it's further away, so I can always go like between the two. Like I can look at my face, you know, from a distance, but then I'm up close to see, you know, what I'm doing in detail, but then look at it as a whole. Do you guys do that? And I think I want to go in with these shimmer shades. So I'm going to go in with this one. This is out of the Gemini palette, this gold color. And I'm going to pick that up on this. Oh, this is the Hide and Sleek. It's one of the Beauty Bay brushes. Pretty sure that was in one of those rose gold. That rose gold palette. Or palette collection that I got that came in the book. I'll link that below too if you haven't seen that. So I'm just going to go ahead and, yeah, I'm switching between the eyes and it's okay. So I'm doing the same thing to both. So I'm going to go ahead and put that on the inner corner. Let's see. At the right coverage. It's not really anything amazing. Let me build it up. I'm just putting it on with my finger. Get a little bit more. Like that. Oh, imagine that. Ooh, my contact. Like twists. It's like dumb astigmatisms. So my contact has to be in just right. I don't know. Is that, I feel like that's what I've always been told. Is that like a thing, or does everybody that has contacts, do you put them in and then they have to turn to be a certain way? I thought I had to do it the shape of my eyeball. So yeah, like I used to have it to where like hash marks had to be at like 12 and 6. And then the eye doctor now is like, yeah, no, we only use that. And I'm like, you only use that? I was like, my old eye doctor used to tell me that all the time. Be like, oh, you have to put them in a certain way. And I was like, so I just put these in, and then they spin all around, things are blurry, and eventually they're supposed to like correct themselves to how they're supposed to be on my eye. I don't get it. I don't. But the cat was literally just knocking on the door. He was on top of the baby gate because I keep up a gate to keep the dogs out of the room like during the day. Just because then they stay out in the living room or whatever. But the cat can go wherever he wants. So I had the door closed and he's on top of the baby gate and like smacking the door like, let me in. It's ridiculous. So there's that color. And then I think I'm gonna go in with this Morphe M124 brush. And I'm gonna go into the Gemini 2 palette. And I'm gonna pick up this color. I think that's Mateo. Not really sure, maybe saying that wrong. Are there any new release like palettes coming out that you guys are like super excited to get? Like you're like, ooh, I can't even think of anything that is getting ready to come out. But I'm gonna place this color here in the center. A little bit over top of what I just put down. I think I'm gonna pick it up on my finger. But yeah, like I don't even know of any like releases coming out that I'm like, ooh, I want to get that. Are there any brands that like you guys are like, ooh, you haven't tried this, like you haven't seen me use it? Like, are there any suggestions? Like for a new brand to try? I don't know. Something different. I see so many brands on Instagram. I'm like, I don't even know anymore. There's so many like indie brands, so many people doing stuff on their own. And some of the stuff, they make it look like absolutely ridiculously like sparkly. And it's always the glitter stuff that gets me. I'm like, oh my gosh. And then I'm like, one, is that really good? Like, two, what's in it? I don't know. What's in any of it, to be honest? You know? I don't know. Where'd they even come from? How'd they even get that far down my eye? Jeez Louise. Really? Look at that. So ridiculous. It's gonna have to stay there for now, so don't get on me, because I'm gonna have to get up and go get a Q-tip, because I don't have one sitting here. Alright, so let's see. Let's see. I do have a clean brush. I wonder if it'll wipe away. It was wet. That's the thing. It's like a wet shimmer. Oh goodness. It's gonna have to wait a second, and I'll get up and go get a Q-tip. So I think I want to go in with, which one? This one's really dense. I think I'm gonna go in with this ColourPop E21 brush. And I don't know. This Almond Eyes. I think I want to go in with this darker Almond Eyes color down here. This one. And that's out of the Gemini 2 palette. And I kind of was looking at this Leo color right here. But it's a bit lighter. So I think I'm going to go in with the Almond Eyes. And you could totally, like, if you have just one or the other palette, like, you could totally do a look with just these three here for green, or I could just use the other palette. I'm just being extra because I feel like it. I'm gonna put that out here. So I went in with Almond Eyes from the Gemini 2, that darker color. I'll put that out here. I don't know, is that patchy? Let's see. Bring my head back a little bit. Get a blend up there, and I'm gonna go back in with that first brush like I normally do, and then try to soften the edge a little bit. Just build up that color, and then I'm going to go back in with that middle color. and just dab a little bit over where they meet. Just get a little bit better blend. Do that over here. And I'm gonna do the same thing on the other eye. Okay, so I just went ahead and used a Q-tip the same way that you would if you get like mascara somewhere. So let it dry and then put a Q-tip on top and then just like twist it a bit and it pulls that color off, and I just put some setting powder back over it. So did the same thing to both eyes. I really like it. I love greens. And now I think what I want to do is now I might take that Leo color and I think what I want to do is take this Luxie mini angled 131 brush. So it's angled and it's fluffy. I'm gonna dip it into that Leo color from the Gemini palette. And I'm gonna go under the eye. So I'm going out of town just for like a day trip. And I'm excited. And I'm like, it's gonna be warm out, obviously. And I'm like, well, I'm gonna wear shorts. But I'm kind of like debating, like, do I want to wear a cute shirt and like jean shorts? Or do I want to go for like the totally comfy like t-shirt jean shorts and like some Vans just so I could be like super comfy? I mean, regardless of what shirt I wear, I'm wearing my Vans because, you know, it's going to be a lot of walking. But I'm like, I don't know. I know I want to be comfortable regardless of, it's going to have to be comfortable. But I'm like, do I just dress down and do the t-shirt and jean shorts? I'm like, I don't know. What do you guys usually prefer? Do you have like a go-to? Or are you like, nope? Because I mean, then in the evening, I'm sure we're going to go to dinner and I'll probably put on like a nicer shirt and some jeans then. So maybe just for like walking around, I'll do the 100% just like casual outfit. I guess I should think about my makeup because I'm gonna do my makeup that morning and then we're like driving to where we're going. But it's gonna be hot, so I don't wanna get too crazy. So I'll save like my dramatic looks for the evening. And then I'm gonna take this Morphe, I don't know what it is, but it's one of those flat definer brushes. And I want to go into this Boy Mum color in the Gemini 2 palette. And I'm picking that up. I just dip the brush right in that color. And I am going to put that down here on that lower lash line. A little bit out here, but I think I'm going to end up doing like a wing liner, so I'm not going to get too crazy with that. Do like that. So I think, what am I going to do in the inner corner? I kind of wish there was something a bit lighter. So I could go total, you know, like a matte inner corner. I kind of like this, but I feel like it's got a little bit more of like a browny, peachy gold in it. And I'm not really sure I want to do that. So I think I'm just going to go in with Luna. And this is out of the Gemini palette. So I'm going to pick that up. Dab that into the inner corner. Both eyes. Is it really doing anything? I don't know. Can you see? Slightly, because that's kind of more towards my skin tone, so it's not a super big noticeable thing right there. Difference, eye-opening thing. Because I think even if I go up here to like, yeah, it's not really doing anything for the brow bone either. There's not really, hold on, let me see. And let me try it. I'm going to go in with that Gemini color, that sparkly, because I just put it on the back of my hand and it doesn't seem to be too crazy, like, color-wise. So let's see. I don't think it's going to be. Wonder if this is one of their colors that's like, oh hey, when you put it on not wet, it's got like more of a sheer coloring to it as opposed to like when you get it wet and it's got more depth to it, if that makes sense. Kind of like in the electric palette. I really like that palette. You want to put some up there? Yeah. Well, he's really doing anything for my brow bone. So I'm going to leave it like that. I'm going to hop off. I'm going to do my mascara and I'll be right back. Okay, so I just went ahead and did a dark, what did I use? A dark liner. I used my Makeup Forever Artist Color Pencil in Dimensional Dark Brown. I used that in the lower waterline. And then I used my tattoo liner, don't judge me, from Kat Von D. So this is before they changed over. So anyway, I used that in Mad Max Brown. Oh, my eye is watering. And then I just went ahead and put on some lashes. And I used... Oh, I told myself, leave this out of the bag. I used the Milani Color Statement Lip Liner in All Natural. And then I went over top of that with my Charlotte Tilbury lipstick in Nude Kate. Just for a nice nude, neutral lip. Something easy, nothing crazy. And then put on these big, large lashes. Just because this is a very... a smoky blown out eye and I like it. I'm here for it. Let me zoom out. There we go. It's really dark. I like it. That's what I wanted. I wanted something grungy green. I don't know. I love greens and I usually do like the brighter greens and things, but I've been wanting to do this. So I don't know. It was fun just to do my makeup. Have my eyes match for the day. So anyway, I really like those palettes and I really want to just continue to do a video here or there where it's me doing just, you know, color, I don't want to say color specific looks, but more or less that, like, hey, let's do a pink eye, a purple eye, or whatever. And I know I do a lot of that with the palettes, but when I'm doing a palette review, it's more looking at those palettes and what that is. And I just happen to do like a blue palette or a green palette or what have you. So I just want to take out some of these palettes I haven't used in a while too and use them. So just to do a look. I don't know. I'm just rambling on. But if you enjoyed this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you have these palettes and you love them, let me know. If you have them and you're like, meh, or if you're like, ah, whatever, you know, give me your thoughts on what you think about Melt. I enjoy it. I'm really thinking this looks nice with my eye color. Yeah. These eyelashes are big. I don't know why my eye is watering. Probably allergies. I've been sneezing like crazy. So anyway, if you, I don't know, have any thoughts on anything, just let me know. Let's chat about it below. But as always, I hope you enjoy the rest of your day or evening or whenever you're watching this. And thanks for watching. Please subscribe.